We had a paper chase last Saturday over 5 miles of squashy cross-country. The Fox, composed of 3 girls and a bushel or so of confetti, started half an hour before the 27 hunters. I was one of the 27. 8 dropped by the wayside. We ended 19. The trail led over a hill through a cornfield and into a swamp where we had to leap lightly from hummock to hummock. Of course, half of us went in ankle deep. We kept losing the trail, and we wasted 25 minutes over that swamp. Then up a hill through some woods and in at a barn window. The barn doors were all locked and the window was up high and pretty small. I don't call that fair, do you? But we didn't go through. We circumnavigated the barn and picked up the trail, where it issued by way of a low shed roof onto the top of a fence. The fox thought he had us there, but we fooled him. Then straight away over 2 miles of rolling meadow, and awfully hard to follow, for the confetti was getting sparse. The rule is that it must be at the most 6 feet apart, but they were the longest 6 feet I ever saw. Finally, after 2 hours of steady trotting, we tracked Monsieur Fox into the kitchen of Crystal Spring. That's a farm where the girls go in bobsleighs and hay wagons for chicken and waffle suppers. And we found the 3 foxes placidly eating milk and honey and biscuits. They hadn't thought we would get that far. They were expecting us to stick in the barn window. Both sides insist that they won. I think we did, don't you? Because we caught them before they got back to the campus. Anyway, all 19 of us settled like locusts over the furniture and clamored for honey. There wasn't enough to go round, but Mrs. Crystal Spring, that's our pet name for her, she's by rights a Johnson, brought up a jar of strawberry jam and a can of maple syrup, just made last week, and 3 loaves of brown bread. We didn't get back to college till 6:30, half an hour late for dinner, and we went straight in without dressing, and with perfectly unimpaired appetites. Then we all cut evening chapel, the state of our boots being enough of an excuse. I never told you about examinations. I passed everything with the utmost ease. I know the secret now, and I'm never going to fail again. I shan't be able to graduate with honors though, because of that beastly Latin prose and geometry freshman year. But I don't care. What's the odds so long as you're happy? That's a quotation. I've been reading the English classics. Speaking of classics, have you ever read Hamlet? If you haven't, do it right off. It's perfectly corking. I've been hearing about Shakespeare all my life, but I had no idea he really wrote so well. I always suspected him of going largely on his reputation. I have a beautiful play that I invented a long time ago when I first learned to read. I put myself to sleep every night by pretending I'm the person, the most important person, in the book I'm reading at the moment. At present I'm Ophelia, and such a sensible Ophelia. I keep Hamlet amused all the time, and pet him and scold him, and make him wrap up his throat when he has a cold. I've entirely cured him of being melancholy. The king and queen are both dead, an accident at sea, no funeral necessary, so Hamlet and I are ruling in Denmark without any bother. We have the kingdom working beautifully. He takes care of the governing, and I look after the charities. I have just founded some first-class orphan asylums. If you or any of the other trustees would like to visit them, I shall be pleased to show you through. I think you might find a great many helpful suggestions. I remain, sir, yours most graciously, Ophelia, Queen of Denmark. '24th March, maybe the 25th. Dear Daddy Longlegs. I don't believe I can be going to heaven. I am getting such a lot of good things here. It wouldn't be fair to get them hereafter too. Listen to what has happened.